Most expensive hypercars. Presented by Garnet Solutions. We now live in an age where supercars are no longer atop the automotive hierarchy. A relatively new category of car, the hypercar, has usurped its position at the zenith. Hypercars are typically more extravagant than your everyday supercar, exhibiting traits ranging from mind-boggling top speeds to the outlandish new technologies, and not least of all, how much it costs to own one. Aston Martin Valkyrie. Base price, $3,200,000. Est. Engine, 6.5 liters V12 hybrid engine with electric motor. Power, 1,160 horsepower at 10,500 revolutions per minute. Torque, 664 pounds-to-foot at 10,500 revolutions per minute. 0 to 60 miles per hour, 2.5s. Aston Martin and Red Bull Advanced Technologies teamed up to create a new hypercar. The production of the car, named Aston Martin Valkyrie, will likely to start in early 2019 with only 150 units of being produced. The Valkyrie will come out as a no-compromise, high-performance machine. An incredibly special car with an equally remarkable name. One that immediately evokes connotations of power and honor, of being chosen by the gods. Valkyrie is Aston Martin's first ever hypercar, and it leaves nothing in reserve. Now that Aston Martin has secured future funding, we expect to see this at the top of the Aston Martin model range rather soon. Bugatti Chiron. Base price, $2,990,000. Engine, 8.0 liters quad turbocharged W16. Power, 1,500 horsepower. Torque, 1,180 pounds-to-foot. 0 to 60 miles per hour, 2.3s. The Bugatti Chiron is the fastest, most powerful, and exclusive production supersports car in Bugatti's history, and sits on top of the current Bugatti model list. Its sophisticated design, innovative technology, and iconic, performance-oriented form make it a unique masterpiece of art, form and technique, that pushes boundaries beyond imagination. The 8.0 liters W16 from the Veyron is no bad place to start from that perspective. That car had no shortage of power, producing 1,183 bhp in super sports configuration, at launch, the fastest production car in the world. For the 2020 model year, Bugatti updated the entire car with extensive work in all areas. It is stunning. Koenigsegg Jesko. Base price, $3 million. Engine, 5.0 liters twin turbocharged V8. Power, 1,578 horsepower at 8,500 revolutions per minute. Torque, 1,106 pounds-to-foot at 5,100 revolutions per minute. 0 to 60 miles per hour, 2.5s. Koenigsegg's new Jesko hypercar, named after his father who helped him start his company, claims over 300 miles per hour as its top speed. While Koenigsegg hasn't proven this in the real world, in simulations, the Regera successor has achieved it, and the company thinks it's true. There are two different versions of the car. Koenigsegg designed one for a high-speed run to make the 300 miles per hour, and one with some serious downforce for the racetrack. No matter the variant, you get a new carbon fiber and aluminum chassis, new suspension setup, redesigned engine, and a special gearbox. Koenigsegg plans to build 125 Jeskos over the course of the next few years. If you've got your heart set on one, you'll need just under $3 million. As always, Koenigsegg is expected to have at least one entrant in the current hypercars market. Koenigsegg Regera. Base price, $1,900,000. Engine, 5.0 liters twin-turbo V8 plus 3 electric motors. Power, 1,578 horsepower. Torque, 1,106 pounds-to-foot. 0 to 60 miles per hour, 2.5s. The Koenigsegg Regera arms with almost 1,600 horsepower and can do 300 miles per hour according to Koenigsegg. There are two different versions of the car. Koenigsegg designed one for a high-speed run to make the 300 miles per hour, and one with some serious downforce for the racetrack. No matter the variant, you get a new carbon fiber and aluminum chassis, new suspension setup, redesigned engine, and a special gearbox. The car may be the successor to the Regera, but it's all new. The car comes with a 5.0-liter twin-turbo V8. The company worked on the engine to make it more powerful and lighter than any other V8 it has produced. It'll make 1,600 horsepower on E85 biofuel and 1,280 on regular gasoline. Torque numbers sit at 1,106 pounds-to-foot. Lotus Evija. Base price, $2,100,000, engine, dual electric motor, power, 1,973 horsepower, torque, TBD, 0 to 60 miles per hour, less than 3s. Lotus has been hyping the Evija, going as far as saying that the Evija will be a mind-blowing supercar, and we think it is one of the most exciting new cars coming to market. In 2019, you only successfully blow minds with numbers and specs that keep ultra-rich enthusiasts' jaws glued to the floor. In many ways, it's lived up to the hype from the company's CEO. The car features two electric motors to achieve its power output, and the battery is placed in the middle of the car where a typical internal combustion mid-engine car would have its beating heart, meaning this helps with weight distribution. The current Lotus model range has been bare in recent years, so we can't wait to sample this baby. McLaren Speedtail. Base price, $2,200,000, engine, yet undisclosed hybrid powertrain, power, 1,035 bhp, torque, TBD, 0 to 60 miles per hour, 2.9 seconds, 0 to 186 miles per hour, 12.8 seconds, top speed, 250 plus mile per hour. McLaren's model list is short but storied, and this is the successor to the McLaren F1, including iconic three-seat layout, perhaps the best McLaren ever. The McLaren Speedtail is a limited production hypercar, only 106 will be built. Whereas other McLarens blend handling, acceleration, top speed, and driving dynamics in a harmonious package, the Speedtail has a more singular focus. And that focus is speed. McLaren calls it their first ever Hyper GT, and it is their most aero-efficient car ever. With 1,035 horsepower from a yet undisclosed hybrid powertrain, it will have a top speed north of 250 miles per hour. Clients will be able to have a very bespoke car with the Speedtail. While Mercedes-AMG Project ONE. Base price, $2,700,000, engine, 1.6-liter V6 hybrid powertrain, power, greater than 1,000 horsepower, torque, TBD, 0 to 60 miles per hour, TBD. In case you missed the official unveiling of the new hypercar, the Project ONE has an F1-derived 1.6-liter V6 hybrid powertrain which gives it a total power output of over 1,000 horsepower and a maximum speed of over 217 miles per hour. The hypercar also features an electric turbocharger, 4 electric motors and 11,000 revolutions per minute redline and an idle speed of 4,000 revolutions per minute. It also gets variable AMG Performance 4MATIC plus all-wheel drive with hybrid drive rear axle, electrically driven front axle and torque vectoring. The Project ONE will combine stunning racetrack performance and practical Formula One hybrid technology. Easily the best car in Mercedes-AMG current model list. Pagani Huayra Roadster BC. Base price, $3,500,000, engine, 6.0-liter AMG V12, power, 800 horsepower at 5,800 revolutions per minute, torque, 774 pounds-to-foot at 2,250 revolutions per minute, 0 to 60 miles per hour, 2.5s. If you like your hypercars over the top and amazing, then the Huayra Roadster BC is for you. We've reported on this car before. Now it's officially here. The car is a $3.5 million machine with a crazy powerful engine and looks that will catch the eye of anyone. Pagani recently revealed the car, and it's a stunning example of what makes Pagani so special as a company. The car weighs only 2,685 pounds. The engine power combined with the respectable weight means this car should outpace the BC Coupe. That means it should do a 0 to 60 miles per hour run in under 2.5 seconds. The Roadster BC was designed for twisty roads and racetracks. Pagani says the car can pull 1.9 Gs of max lateral force in corners. Pininfarina Battista. Base price, $2,500,000, engine, 4 electric motors, power, 1,877 horsepower, Torque, 1,696 pounds-to-foot, 0 to 60 miles per hour, less than 2.0 s. Nearly 90 years ago, Pininfarina had relatively humble beginnings as an Italian design and engineering consultancy and now is building one of the most anticipated cars on the market. The company is best known for their flourishing relationship with Ferrari, as it would end up designing more than 60 iconic sports cars over the decades, in collaboration with the prancing horse marque. Fast forward to the present day, and Pininfarina has its sights set on a new endeavor, producing a car they can call their very own. This car is the future, unlike anything ever made before it. However, it is also still relatable to the traditionally trained palate. Rimac C2. Base price, $2 million, engine, 4 electric motors, 120 kWh battery, power, 1,888 horsepower, torque, 1,696 pounds-to-foot, 0 to 60 miles per hour, 1.85 s. Rimac C_2 has been lurking in the background of many supercar buyers and enthusiasts' minds for some time now. The prototype version of what should be the most extreme Rimac yet, was unveiled late in 2019. Rimac will now take it to the Nardo Technical Center in Italy for some final tweaks refinements. From there the car is supposed to be shown at the Geneva Motor Show in March 2020 with the production version scheduled to launch officially in late 2020. We do have details on the C_2's powertrain, which will feature a 120 kWh battery pack and 4 electric motors. If that sounds familiar, it's because Rimac has shared this architecture with Pininfarina. Thank you for watching this video. If you still didn't subscribe us, don't forget to subscribe. Next time I'm coming to you with another video called Most Expensive Supercars.